Okay. Howdy, everybody. Thanks for coming out to the refi call. We have this every day. We shoot this actually an hour back. We got some exciting stuff to cover, some eco updates, but also what we're doing as a DAO, and then also what we're doing in terms of product. We've been building essentially the Gitcoin of Near, a new way to fund public goods, and we'll go a little bit into that. So we have some things on our agenda, NDC nomination, overview of the regions that are running. Shout out to our Gitcoin regions out there, a little bit of an overview of what's going on in Gitcoin round 18, because that's there. We've actually onboarded a designer and a look at PotLock designs and inspiration designs, also documentation for PotLock. If don't people don't know, we're bringing public funding goods to the table. So we're calling it a PotLock. And yeah, so we're creating documentation around this and also onboarding a developer on Monday. We're also building an attestation framework so you can develop qualitative attestation on chain, and we can use this to evaluate impact and therefore give SBTs and then also unlock higher levels of funding rounds there. And then there's some upcoming hackathons that we're participating in, and then a quick kind of review of the charter updates in the trust framework. So NDC nomination, here's some known candidates. This isn't everyone of who's running. So plug, that's me, be running council of advisors. Guy over here running House of Merit. Cameron, he's also supporting us heavily with development and providing resources on the Banyan side. He's running for House of Merit and also running on a refi campaign. Ernest is running for House of Merit. Russ is already posted. Chloe's running for House of Merit as well. So shout out to refi candidates. Vadim, who is OG DevRel from Near and Proximity. He actually created a nomination widgets where it takes all the humans that have upvoted and it creates this leaderboard for all the positions. And this kind of renders quickly. So this is what I'm using as a source of truth. So you can go to neardc.org/nomination-leaderboard to get an overview of there. Yeah, I mean, this will give a good indicator because only you can upvote if you're a human, which is one of the main requirements for being a voter. So let's get our regens up in the leaderboard. Let's start actually having conversations on what type of issues we'd like pushed forward for all candidates, not just people coming from the DAO, and really shift that narrative. Any questions on nominations or anything like that? Any candidates I missed that I should add to the list or? All right, moving on. GG18 is going. There's a lot of actually like open source projects that are using this to get funded. So yeah, like let me I'm trying to click. There it is. There's a link. All these links are clickable, by the way, and you can go here at newrefi.org/call-slides to follow along if someone wants to drop that link. And so there's a lot of featured rounds going on here. There's Arbitrum donations, TEC, Latin America. There's projects like Here Wallet that are here as well. I don't want to do too deep because we have a lot to explore, and I know there's some conflicting schedule calls, but yeah, I just want to give a shout out because there's a few days left as well, and I know there's also going to be a Gitcoin Citizens uh round happening a little bit later, I believe, for anyone who's contributing and facilitating that. So PotLock updates, we've been really ramping up. We've been having daily syncs. We're onboarding a designer and a dev, like I previously mentioned. Here are some considerations that we're looking at, and we have Shah helping us on the venture research side on how to leverage nonprofits within a trust system to get donors tax benefits and how to manifest impacts or these evaluations into credits so that a bigger impact that a organization makes, the more its donors can accrue benefits for supporting that. So it's a little bit of a different model that we're exploring into, a big problem to tackle. Another thing we're trying to address, we're also going through the Build Space program, is how do we get users today? And so there is the idea of we do the project registry, which is not only a project registry on a contract we have to deploy, but it's near Horizon and SocialDB into one flow, or it's attestations. How can we use this as testimonials for projects? Maybe as a framework for projects that are looking for funding from NDC, how many human-based attestations there. So I'm going to go into that because Guy's working on an attestation framework for Web3 Hack Fest. But these are kind of questions that we're looking on as like Build Space. Now is validating your idea and then also getting users on board. So let's get those on-chain users outside of just the mailing list on the website. we have a designer that starting today that we're bringing up like frames and inspiration designs. You can go to potluck.io/Figma to get a better sense of that. I'll go here. A lot of them are very, very rough of us just high level kind of like overviewing of what's going on. And then we're doing a lot of inspiration designs. Just from some deliberations today. So we have it all kind of in like the navbar main pages of like the homepage, featured projects, the pots, and like a social feed of everyone who's in the potluck registry. Then we kind of have like the round pages. We're just writing stuff up. We're gonna kind of do some frames a little bit later. The round manager dashboard, individual rounds, creating rounds, things like that. Project dashboard, uh, applying to a pot or a round, registering your project, editing your project, stakeholder pages for the different profile pages, and some non-party stuff as well. So that is that. It's all pretty transparent in that regard. Here's some inspiration designs I want to go over. We kind of have all of the other quadratic funding platforms like Give It, Cubic, Pomelo, CLR.fund here as well, and some inspiration designs. But here's the look and feel that I'm thinking of. Like I really like this like white design. I like white. I like pureness because it just gives off like wholesome vibes and just like dark mode. I also like Silicon Valley, like this kind of font right here type vibe with the rounded edges. But I'm leaning more towards like kind of like what Gitcoin has with the serif font with the little feet and kind of an off-white, kind of like cello, and then harder lines. And more like action ones like here. So these are kind of the designs I'm sending it to designers. Anybody have some inspiration designs or any kind of comments on like maybe what they like about other platforms or anything of that nature that we can uh go over or anything like that? Or uh yeah. Anybody? Any? I also go to Behance and Dribble for a lot of my inspiration designs. And then like we convert these. Sometimes we like actually take that. There's a cool plugin called HTML to design where we can actually like convert these into designs. So for designer tips right here, and then like edit stuff based on our requirements. So kind of how we're like quickly doing that. So yeah, that's the update on designer side. Designer will be working like Fridays and Saturdays, so it is a part-time role. But yeah, it's exciting, exciting. Definitely, we were gonna be pretty lazy and just like use Astra plus plus's design, and that's why you'll see it in the UI UX. We literally took like elements from there. But nah, we're gonna make it more original. Russ, you got any comment on designs? I know you've been looking at designs or
Yeah, I really like the whole the white outlook, very aesthetic, very wholesome. The one that you had on the previous slide, inspiration, sorry, background. That one, I really like that look. Not the biggest fan of the aloe, but there was a website I had dropped in Boss Builders. I forget the name of it. So let me see if I can find it real quick. But I just love the way that they kind of like had their user workflow. The website was called can't remember what it was. It was a design website. It was pink, had like a bunch of like it's kind of giving like bubble gum, but like you could click on it, slide through. Just one of the smoothest workflows I've seen thus far in the application. And yeah, definitely like the lighter looks and things like that. But yeah, outside of that, I think that really looks good. I'm a huge fan of collage art myself. So anything that takes kind of those kind of concepts, I really love this kind of look right there. But it's giving postmodern. That's what I'm bullish on.
that's the words. Give me more search terms so I can Google stuff for designer because I'm like
Postmodern. I want to say propaganda. I like the propaganda art type situation.
say propaganda.
Uh,
If I Google modern propaganda, hold on, let me enhance that.
Modern propaganda. Ooh. Or contemporary art. Those are all kind of like key buzzwords. Where did I drop this?
I'm gonna do some contemporary artness. See, I was looking up UI UX modern artistic propaganda. Let's see. Let's just like do a quick. You piqued my interest. Propa. Yeah, shout out to Edward Bernays, the founder of
Century of Self. What you know about that? What you know about the Century of Self?
What?
The Century itself, Edward Bernays. That was a oh yeah. That first one looked kind of cool.
They don't got flame right now. This is kind of cool for modern. Thing is like there's like the region look and there's a modern look. Like I mean it's showing the portfolio website again. I don't know. Did he
You can't do
even
both. You can't be a modern region.
Yeah, you could be a modern region. That's where it's like I'm thinking like yeah, I don't know, like it is like a modern read, but there's like a certain like I was showing like hold on, let me pull this design real quick. This is like the guy I've been following on Twitter. I just sent the designer this. I don't I like Cello the most. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's I love the Cello designs. Like but there is an actual designer. He just did Scale's website. Uh I don't wanna I don't wanna go too deep actually. Like we spent too much time on but actually that's enough. Like he's doing a lot of like the SF designs. Yeah, shout out to Chloe. Chloe got all the votes out here, man. Like this is
Oh, you
like
going crazy? Now I dropped the website that I like the UI design for their for what they was doing. It's called Rec FM. It's kind of like Pool Suite, I think, if you know what that is.
yeah. I just think like if I think this is good for vibes, but not necessarily good for like public because we're like trying to like we're trying to get like institutional companies to like give us yeah, I like this a lot. Like if we're building like a vibes page and we do this orange and bright, like kind of like more like rainbow type vibes, like this would be good for that. And yeah, like I like this a lot for that, but I just like I don't think we can like convince institutional investors that we're like legit with designs like this.
Yeah.
Fuck with it.
I think there's an upgrade on that. I think it's called neomorphism, something like that. I think Here Wallet uses it a lot. I mean, the design is basically in that format. I think we can use the concept.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the other design you just popped up. There is a bit of a tweak. So if you can go on Here Wallet, you can see the way they designed their components and all that. They just use highlights like button in black. It's called neomorphism. I don't really remember the name of yeah, that's
Yeah, they got a really good designer. They're pretty lean team.
uh, it's easy to maintain the design and also staying consistent.
Yeah, I like this too. I just yeah. So I mean, these are two different. These are like rounded edges. These are sans serif fonts. This is like more modern versus like the Gitcoin like clean corners, like the cellos of like this is modern, but it's like so it's like which direction should we take?
I like the
Bit of
modern,
a
but hey,
yeah.
let's community consensus on it for sure. Definitely would love to hear everybody else's thoughts.
Oh, they got nice docs.
Shout out to Docs. Key Pop still got the best Docs in the game though.
This good docs right here. This is Docusaurus. Oh shoot, yeah, they got good docs, man. Wow, dude. I didn't expect like I mean they like Keep On didn't do much to Docusaurus like theme. They just changed the colors, but they actually like changed the theme. So yeah. I don't know, dude. I'm like I don't know. I feel like I just feel like we can convince more people to give money if we look like this versus like we look like a startup. Because like the other forms like what Here Wallet is a lot like what like CLR Fund is doing and stuff like that. It's like it just looks like a Web3 app. I don't know. I also don't like Giveth at all. Like I don't like there's this kind of I don't know. They're giving me like it could have been built with WordPress vibes. But yeah, we Cubic actually kind of rugged, I think. I don't know if they were like a Solana quadratic platform that Cameron sent me. But yeah, let's move on to the docs real quick. Let's see what the designer says on here because he also wants some creative freedom. All right, so we're actually converting what we had in internal documents and putting it to like the docs to get the designer. It's very work in progress. There's a lot of empty pages. We're putting like stuff about like text that we use. We're using like Near Horizon as a project registry, like Boss, like some keep on stuff to abstract accounts. A little bit about the value prop, revenue models. Something that we're doing kind of unique is like round managers, people who facilitate like essentially like the rounds, the funding rounds, they get a cut. So like it's not like kind of like a Gitcoin citizens model where it's retroactive. Like facilitators can get fees for facilitating and for bringing people in. There's also going to be functions with referrals. So if you bring a big patron in, if you bring Shell and they bring 100K, you're going to get a percent of that for bringing in donors there. And then also for general donations, there's funding rounds where it's matched, but then there's general donations where you can also just donate like year round. Kind of like understanding the pot sizes and like the terms that we're using, and the qualifications there, and starting to like outline the different users as well, and outline the contracts. Like nothing is written yet, but we have a UML diagram too that we're like hashing out to like give to devs here and some terms, and then also like just component hierarchy stuff for boss and how to set up your workspace. So yeah, it's kind of backwards. Like usually people make docs like after they built the thing, but like I don't know, everything was on a Word doc, and I like how this is structured more. So yeah, check that out, give some feedback. We'll be working on this, but it's been in progress. It's docs.potluck.io. Guy, you want to give us a rundown of the attestation framework? Oh yeah, you put some CLI stuff. Guy, you there?
Yeah, I think you have to proof. Yeah, I'm here. So yeah, attestation framework. We're just thinking how do we do impact evaluation, right? Because that's what PotLock values embodies. So we thought about hypersets, but they are on chain. So we had a lot of going back to how do we create custom proof that projects we onboard on PotLock have what they say they're going to do, right? We have milestones, which are basically what VC does in the traditional way, but we thought about attestations. Ethereum is working on that. On Near, it doesn't exist. So we were like, yeah, let's adopt this. So I tried to create a small contract for this to submit in the hackathons. And yeah, I have a version 1, I think. Version 2 is coming soon, where we have like custom schema attestations for projects, so that projects we have now, those milestones they just set their own milestones, and they have the custom schema, which means let's say I have a project. I think in the terminal you can see I had Jenna drop, Pro Vibes, Mama J. So they have different working frames. They have different values they embody in their companies. So we want to track all those in the different aspect of any kind of project. So the schema will be like a small document you create, like an object, which has like what do you want to attest now. So attestations are way better because we can have on-chain and off-chain attestations, so that we don't have to make this like a batchless, making it like a batchless. So we are kind of diversing the SPT, but yes, we're using the SPT to check if you're human, if you are in a funding round, if you're human, region, and all that. So,
yeah, there's stuff that
yeah.
needs to be implemented on chain. Like this just looks like kind of like the basic attestation, but there's stuff to Like, so what hypersearch does, it allows you to add your own schema. And so this is pretty powerful because certain verticals might have their certain type of attestation framework. So if you're in the carbon credit sector, you may have, okay, this actually outputted this amount of credits, and here is the proof that it did so, and that might have a particular schema. So like there's a bunch of issues I put here, like issue request. I mean, first of all, like waste of flag attestations, because if we're essentially like just to like a way to like the attribute to curate this, and then ability to revoke attestations if you find something is like kind of whack, and yeah, and then upvoting and downvoting attestation, so we can kind of like have community based curation, and they're just kind of like some small stuff, but like the idea is to have an on-chain way to have impact-based evaluation, to standardize certain schemas across different verticals, and to integrate in the flow, so different donors and patrons, they can attest to impact, and then round managers can look at these impact-based evaluations, and in the future we can use like on-chain analytics and kind of AI tools to give a more comprehensive view of what's going on, and then they can award SBTs to get higher levels of funding or eligibility for future rounds. So that's kind of like in a nutshell, MVP's very like schema attestation. We do have kudos. Kudos is a thing too, but that's all on the social.near contract. So that's kind of where this differs, and it's not necessarily made for project based attestation and also custom schemas. So that's the differentiator there. Any questions? Hackathons. We're talking about hackathons. Funding the public goods hackathon that ends on August 31st or September 1st. I don't know. It changes based on what time zone I'm in. This is 2 days from now. Web3 Hackfest. That's on Devfolio. Boss Hacks is starting right now. The kickoff call is actually right now. I'm late to that. So yeah, and there's prizes everywhere. The most prizes are definitely FTC and Web3 Hackfest here. But I know Guy's participating in this, and will be presenting this whole potluck solution. I mean, that's like, oh shoot, that's 1 week away, man. Okay. Yeah, we'll present an MVP there. Any questions about these hackathons? Anybody hacking on anything? Anyone want to get involved in something or? All right, Guernsey Trust.
Yeah, where's the intro call? That would be good to know.
For
Is it
the
like listed on the main Boss Hacks page? Like,
the intro calls
uh,
right now, dude. Like I'm literally missing. It's like
yeah, I mean more like where's the announcements for it, like that kind of stuff, more than like where's the call now? I mean,
oh
like
yeah, we
where's the
got
link to the call?
if you
Stuff.
sign up for the thing, if you sign up for the register, like it gives you a shard dog, and that's email gated, and then we have some emails going out. And then the build out announcement channel. We'll send something out.
No on-chain notifications. Like you also have our near accounts, right? From the Char Dog. Would be cool to get like a notification on Boss, if possible. But yeah, either way, I'll try and find the link to that stuff. I definitely don't have my email registered there. So
Let me send you. Like James is on office hours right now, where he's going over this stuff. I'm gonna hop on there right now. There's a
oh, is it like the Discord
no.
in like
It's
the
on
near
this
Discord?
on
It's
a
somewhere.
JSON server that Jeff made from nearhub.club. It's like if you go to https:/nearbuilders.com/meet. It's the open Jitsi server, where James is doing office hours. I should be pulling up. I'll be making a video in a second, but yeah, definitely need to do a better job of that. I'll build something later today after this. Uh, my bad. Been kind of onboarding people and creating requirements. Been off my game. Been a little bit been sick these past couple weeks, so sorry for all the
Oh
shortcomings.
yeah, No worries on my end. I'm just trying to make sure I can like take part in support and like send things to other people if they should be like I guess like the interns that I'm mentoring, just to be able to like send them like where they should be each day or like what the most pertinent thing is for them to be like paying attention to or going to. Um, but yeah, I know it's like a general calendar and
The at the calendar has
alright.
a recurring event called Boss Hacks. That's the daily office hours. The people are here once you enroll. And like these are all the list of people on here. This is we get botted on Shardog actually. So like I have to like this is a DAO rope that's pulling from. So I actually have to approve all the hackers because I don't know, we never fixed that. But then this right here hooks up to DevHub. It's team for me. Oh, you already did it. Lit. Uh yeah, so that's also kind of like our on-chain forums. Notifications, I mean, DevHub is linked to notifications, but I will I'll figure out how to do a post notification to like notify people about this. Yeah. And then
Yeah, I remember just like mentors. Cause I know like with the dev hub notifications just being mentioned in someone else's dev hub post gives notifications, and even if someone else like comments on something you're mentioned in also gives notifications. So even if it was mentors, for example, all being in one dev hub post, and then it could very simply be like, okay, we have a new like call today at whatever time, and then everyone tagged, I'm pretty sure would get a notification being like, you've been like, there's been a comment on a dev hub post you were tagged in. It might be spammy as well, so I think like that could be a hassle, but yeah, I think it could be helpful. But
yeah,
I found it now. I think my main issue as well was on that hackathon schedule. When you click the links, they go to the Telegram. So I think that was the difficult part. It doesn't actually go to like the add to calendar does add it, and then from there, I'm assuming it's the Near Hub link,
yeah,
the Jitsi on Near Hub. Okay, cool.
yeah. Yeah, I don't even know. I hacked together this whole site when I was like sick, man. I'm like looking
I
at
love it.
when did I just like forked a bunch of stuff. I'll get on that right after this actually, because I definitely need to do that. So that's like low key one of the organizers behind this. But yeah, put that in the page. Put that there. All right, so exciting stuff. Been talking to lawyers, and I'm not going to jail. No, I'm just joking. I've been talking to the lawyer who did the community trust marking down creators DAO. Offered a pretty good deal. Then I started begging your foundation. I'm like, hey, please subsidize our legal costs. You guys did it for marketing down creative style, please. We're building something, please, please give me money. And so I've been doing that. And yeah, so we need to do some revisions to the charter based on like service agreements, working with nonprofits. There's some stuff when we're learning now that we got to change around, but got in touch with NF head of legal. No, shout out to LinkedIn, cold DM slides. Now I'm in the emails. Now she finna send that calendar link. So, ooh. But if y'all don't know what a Guernsey Trust system is like there's a blog on it. It allows a legal wrapper for like on-chain transactions. And yeah, that's what NDC is familiar with. We're trying to get this live before V1 in October. Yeah, I gotta hop onto that. So these are things that we need. Here's some stuff we didn't discuss yet, like near APAC, Token 25, Berlin Blockchain Week, NearCon, Dev Connect, ReFi DAO. What's popping, Russ? Like what's good with ReFi DAO?
What's good with Refi DAO? Yo, amazing, immaculate vibes. I'm currently here in London. Is a London Regions Unite. And so the founder of Refi DAO is a large publication. Started off as a podcast. Now they have chapters all over the world. And ultimately they are focused right now on events and continuously growing a cultural studio. You know how you have like venture studios? Now John is building a cultural studio, which I thought was so interesting. It's basically developing IP, developing production level content from podcasts and videos, and being able to turn those actually into businesses and whatnot. And he put it way more eloquently than I just did, but hopefully you're able to understand the gist
He
of
told
it.
me he was building a network state last time around. That was like 2 months ago.
I think he's building multiple things, bro. Everybody in Web3 is building multiple things, right? So
I thought
yes,
refi guy was.
network.
How you tapping in though? How do they want to mess with near refi? What were the conversations there? Like what do we got going on?
It was mostly around events and being able to kind of first off and galvanize communities and cross collaborate. You know, they're having a lot of hub activity in Lisbon. So there was, conversations around being able to activate and galvanize the Lisbon community. And then with NearCon coming up around the corner, being able to like really rally that. And so they sent the proposal in, I think, to some other blockchain. And so basically they had got a little bit of money from Cello. And so those conversation was around how can we, do something similar on Near. And so yeah, it was just a simple conversation around galvanizing communities, starting with events, then leading up into a larger onboarding and community ecosystem building in Near.
All right, can you close something with them for NearCon?
Yep.
All right, man. What's good with Berlin? You gonna pull up or what's up with
Berlin, yeah. So I'm gonna go after Token 2049, Berlin, month-long residency program. If you don't know, Funding the Commons, one of the largest kind of refi-centric organizations, like amazing stuff. They're launched by Protocol Labs. And so ultimately they're doing a month-long residency program. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of builders coming together to develop their ideas and build refi-centric, protocols. So that's going to be awesome.
How we trying to represent an APAC?
So I think that plugging into the already existing events that we have, I think what do you call it? What's her name? Riley dropped something along the lines of that greenhouse.
I mean that's for the we applied to that for the potluck, but I'm saying like should we do like a talk on refi? Should we like how can we like kind of increase refi versus share at APAC, or like what can we what event you got going on? Like Vandal got the
We got the creatives out, creative plugin. We got the V1 launch party. We can definitely implement a section to talk through, or maybe I'm a really big fan of like just simple circle conversations. And they did that at NearCon last year. Ren did a refi roundtable. Now, the thing is, like, who all is coming to APAC that is refi centric? I would love to be able to have more people talking about it, just you and me, right? So I would love to have way more established people in the refi centric place, but I think it's just giving simple not sit down in a park, but sit down and chop it up over some bond choice, and talk about refi and what that looks like.
we got a builder crib too, like for like I think Banyan and maybe I don't know, maybe near I don't know. We got some like builder house that Cameron put down, and Cameron's low-key a pretty big region. Like he's supporting us a lot on this. So
You want to just do something with him then, a workshop at the house,
like that.
or
It's like something like that, or I don't know, dude. Like I don't really want to organize shit, dude. I'm just trying to eat pho.
yeah,
To be honest. Yeah, like
that's
so I'm really leaning on you. If you don't want to do anything, we just pull up and then maybe do something slight. But Token 2049, I just want to pull up. Like it's only like 2 days.
just pull up, just pull up vibes. No, just pull up.
Berlin blockchain, you're just pulling up though and getting networks that connects that you want to do something with the brand.
Yeah. I think just pull up a network, bro, and plug in. They already have existing. I did apply to host a not a similar not necessarily a workshop, they called it something else, but that was for proof of vibes. And I was just gonna basically do a demo and just talk about it. But
We should
yeah.
I mean this timeline, I mean it's in the month from now, but
You said what?
yeah, I think I don't know. This is a pretty big opportunity to get regen projects in this space, especially with Regions United and stuff like that. But I mean, if you can close a sponsorship within like refi and then like get some like it would be good to get that with a share. I feel like it's gonna be a lot like Barcelona, or you can just pull up in politic. I mean, whatever you feel like doing, dude. Don't stress yourself too hard. But near count, we absolutely gotta do something. Like we absolutely gotta do something there.
So venue is Aero Studios, and then a slight situation. Bro, I was really politicking crazy in Lisbon, bro. I'm really tapped in like Wi-Fi out there now. So look, this is the thing, and this is what I kind of talked about. I don't know, on a Twitter space not too long ago, but in order to really, I think Near does a great job at representing at these events, but we need to be able to tap into the local markets more, right? And really be able to onboard people in the local markets and bring them into the fold as well, right? Rather than just be external and whatnot. So
local market.
so there's two venues that in specific that I'm really bullish on. One is Edo Studios. They did the refi roundup there last year. They're a Web3 centric kind of like event space, and they have a dope concert inside, little setup and whatever. And then also there's a spot called Annuel, which is like on Pink Street, well, off of Pink Street. So that can be like a after hour situation, vibe out, but then the serious, really hold conversation, candid conversation centered around refi and other, innovative concepts. That would be Eros.
You talk, or you want to do some like activation wise?
I'm super bearish on. I'd rather do I'd rather do an activation.
What,
I don't
what,
want to do no more panels after 6 p.m., bro. We need to stop that shit.
can we do something wholesome, bro? Like we're supposed to be like,
Yeah.
can we just like,
I'm-
can we do like an offsite? Because I thought Refi Dot they had like forums and shit. Like, can we pull up with them and like do like an actual like, because like, bro, I'm not trying to spend too much like, because like you're already gonna do an event. Like I mean, we repping NDC too. So you're already like repping vibes too. So we already gotta have to do like an event activation.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cameron's trying to do a whole talent show. Like he's trying to
I
like,
know, but no, he put a filler. I asked him, I was like, yo, bro, what's up? Come on, I'm down to help. But then he just
yeah.
took down the tweet.
he took it down. I don't know what
I'm
he'd be
like,
on. He trying
I
to
would help.
do it. I told him like I was like, yo, bro, I'm like super creative down now, bro. Like I got like a paintbrush on me. Oh,
Shout out
whoa,
to Chris now. We love him.
super creative. Like, yeah, bro, we got paintbrushes on us. But I mean,
Ooh.
there is an active. I'm saying, bro, refi, bro. We can't just be talking about it, bro. Like we gotta be like, we gotta be.
We actually do it. You want to do another like beach cleanup situation or something like more social impact? What do you think?
Bro.
We could do another beach cleanup. That was fun.
What beach though? What like, bro?
There's a
Like,
beach. There's a beach in Lisbon, bro. It's
there's
Caparica, but it's kind of deep though. That's the only problem.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, do some like we gotta meet the people where they're at in terms of like community activation. That's what I want you tapping with around. Like John was like, we're trying to do an event, but we're trying to be active. Like, what's good? Buy near
Right.
con.
Just not another mixer happy hour situation. We do something with actual impact. Fair.
Bro, I'm not trying to haram, bro. And then Dev Connect, bro. Like, you want to be the DRI there? You def pulling up or what?
Yeah, definitely pulling up for Def Connect, bro. I'm outside the rest of the year.
Let's do some. I mean, there was a guy we met that wanted to put sensors on cats. You trying to do a cat activation?
I'm definitely not trying to do a cat activation, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That sounds fun, but I don't want to be hoarding cats and
No, not hoarding cats, just putting like sensors on them and like making NFTs and like
why?
I'm taking the cat because bro, like happy cats make. Bro, listen, I don't. I'll send you more detail. All right, but we gotta do something.
Whatever, but I'm down. I just want to do a simple like plug and play. I would love to do a vibe check, right? But also like we need to build out what the flagship refi DAO event could look like. I don't know.
Regions on the bro, they got boats there, bro. They got boats that go
No,
to.
let's do region on a boat part two.
Yeah. Let's do
But it's
it.
gonna be cold during November or what? I'm not trying to do nothing cold when it's cold, bro.
You're the events guy, bro. You gotta do the temperatures, bro. I don't even know how to work Celsius, dude. Like I'm not good with that. Bro. Like regions on a boat with jackets, bro. That's what I would just change the like you feel so. Yeah.
I love it.
All right, so like there's some clear kind of next steps there. You find out near con
Near
activate,
cons one word.
bro. I'm just chill, I'm typing, and then dev connect regions on it. Yo, I feel like yeah, actually, dude, I don't even want to. This is really up to you, bro. I don't want to. I just want to chill and network and politics and
Yeah,
code.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Like,
That's it. That's it. Do your
yeah,
thing, 21.
yeah. That's pretty much it. Like, we got some clear next steps. Anybody got some questions or anything? Yeah, we gotta finish. We got some dev onboarding, some stuff to do. Dude, you're the spaces guy too. We need to like a refi debate. We need to like get all the candidates on refi and see what they think about refi and like really like CNN type their vibes. Like,
Hey,
that'd be interesting for
um,
me.
let's put a poll out. I think maybe like Tuesdays or Thursday probably be the best, or actually Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday probably be the best days type
It's gonna
shit.
be
We need at least
I want like videos. I want to see people sweating with like ties on, bro.
you want to do like a Twitch stream type shit? I
I want
haven't done those yet, but or just hop on Zoom like this and do a debate.
Yeah, I mean, you can do a Twitch, you can do whatever you want. I just want to see video. I want to see it's like even if it's two candidates, I want to see them hashing it about refi.
Hash
And
it out.
I want to see you like grilling them, like not like you're like nobody's friend. Like you're like literally like big media region type vibe. Like I want it to be like a spectacle.
Okay, Roger that.
But yeah, or a space. It's up to you. It depends how lazy you want to be. Whenever it's chill.
We got 2 weeks till election, so I mean, I think people are still gonna be campaigning during the voting processes. I wouldn't imagine why not, right?
You can't sign up new voters.
I mean, you can't sign up new voters, but you can definitely help. I don't want to say sway the vote of current voters, but you can definitely incentivize. Whistleblowers. Just kidding, just kidding. But you can help. Yeah, get people to vote for you and yeah, get people to believe in your mission and shit.
I just can you I must have put name.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Odin, you want to be on a Twitter debate?
Odin needs to post his nomination, right?
Odin got his nomination in already.
What? No, I didn't do the on-chain nomination. When are we doing? When are you talking about the debate?
Probably sometime next week, probably in the second half of next week.
I mean, it's tough during. So I'm on the Eastern Standard Time. It's tough before like 5 o'clock here for me to be
That's
on
cool.
the debate. But I could definitely do something in the evening or on the weekend for sure.
Yeah, let's do weekends, bro. Most people, bro, everybody should be working on a weekend. Fuck what they talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, no days off. Nah, I'm playing. We definitely need to take breaks and shit. But yeah, weekends are definitely best. There's a lot of open space on the weekends. I think a lot of people are down to do some shit. We did a Twitter space last week and it was a great turnout. So yeah.
No days off. Damn.
Yeah, we used to just spin up like a random space on a Sunday, and people would just come in, and we'd have like 2-3 hour open forum discussions just about whatever.
Yeah, that's the vibes. That's right there. Weekday, everybody got their job and shit, and after the job, they're not trying to get on a Twitter space necessarily, and so. And there's not a lot of competition on the weekends as
I
well.
think you got
So
Twitter though. With Twitter, you can make no content, bro. Like you don't like recycle it. Like I'm trying to see like a video space of like, oh, you missed the debate. Like here's like I want to see it like I
the
wanna see,
highlights TLDR.
yeah, dude, like the actual like discourse, like us going at it. Like you won't save near with your Griffin ass. Like that's the type of shit Tish's trying to hear. Like what the fuck? Like you hit a lick, you Griffin ass. Like what you even do for near? Like you don't care about the trees, like shit like that. I'm trying to be
Just,
entertaining.
just turn up the heat. What are you even doing to help the world?
All right.
Yeah, for real, like you don't care. You're just here to like hit a lick. Like you web too, and this just a database. What you mean? Like tape. Like, you don't love these nears. You don't love these trees. Like I'm trying to like really be on like that. Like what? Like you just an admin. You ain't even build shit like that. Like I
You're a
want
bot. Beat
yeah,
boot.
you're a bot.
You got to moderate and just go hard, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then like I need Russ to have like an earpiece in and be like, "Yo, this just in." The audience, like, how do you respond? Like live field like questions, but really just you, just like flaming them.
Facts. Okay, we'll do. Because next Friday is the last day for I Am Human sign up, so maybe do something on that Saturday. Or
Yeah, dude, just hard close it, dude. Just like schedule it, right? Like we know what's up. Also be traveling though, so
yeah, definitely in the win, man.
don't be like scheduling stuff on planes.
I definitely won't. I have before. I definitely learned my lesson. I was doing Twitter Space yesterday. I'm in the air.
Yeah, check that out. But I gotta head out to the things. But anybody have any
Peace,
questions?
everybody.
All right, hard stop, hard rug.